Alrighty, gang. No, the spammer at the very end was not on my channel. That was indeed on Herbert's channel. I hit report on it a bunch of times. So Herbert, that was all on your end, my friend. All right. So what is going on? How is everybody? Happy early Thanksgiving. Let me know you can hear me okay and you can see me as well as possible, I suppose. Very, very good stuff. Where are we starting? I guess here. This is this show. By the way, welcome to John Pursley. Thank you so much for becoming a channel member, helping out, supporting, all that good stuff. Let's see. Do I think Tesla's long-term goal? I think I can scroll up here and get to it a little better. What's up? Tesla's long-term goal is to be a popular global car like Toyota or a niche product like BMW. And I know half of you say niche and half of you say niche, and I don't care. So it's niche. How about that? Everybody's sad. If you'd asked me 3 to 5 years ago, I'd say Toyota. If you asked me today, I'd say they might want to get out of the car business altogether and just be a robo-taxi business. Way more money in that. The farther into the value space you can go, the more money there is to be made. They would still make the money from making the car. They would still get that essential markup, but they could go even further and make all the money by providing the service, by adding more value. So I think they'll still continue making cars for quite some time, but that'll be trickier. I see BYDs all over the Caribbean, yet few Tesla cars there. That's because BYD is not afraid to go into the low margin business. Tesla demands a big fat margin. We're not going to go into a country unless the profit's there, and that unfortunately creates a perverse incentive that makes it very difficult for companies to get out from under. Oh, wow? That spammer broke Herbert's chat. I can't even get to it properly. Crazy. So that's unfortunate, but that's how it works. We see BYD going into a lot of very small markets. BYD is the number one car brand in Nepal. Nepal's car market is only about 20,000 units per year in total. BYD is not afraid of that. They're happy to say, yes, but we want 10,000 of them to be ours. So there you go. Let's see. Who is this is hanging out? Had a chance to say hello at the shareholder meeting. If you're still here, happy giving of thanks to you as well. Okay. Let's scroll here. By the way, if you want to, we'll get to the chat from the main show momentarily. Let's see. Gonna switch back. Has anyone tried the vehicle to load connector on the 2016 Model Y Performance in the US? I have not seen a demo. If anybody knows of a demo, let me know. Please to start seeing the V to L, V to H, etc., whatever into their cars. Wish they'd started earlier. Yes, I want all the cars to be power walls. I want all the cars to be grid connectable. I think that will do more to solve grid issues than anything else. We need to have more time of use pricing available in the US. Let us charge for free overnight if there's too much wind. Let us charge for free in the afternoon when the duck curve is at its peak, and save that baseload power for other times. We are live. How's it going? Oh, slow. See, I thought you meant me. I'm feeling better from my cold, by the way. Not all the way better, but I will be by tomorrow-ish. I'm sure. I'm feeling quite good. All good on the audio and video. Gobble, gobble. Yes. I turkey slapped the like button for Brian. Thank you. All right. Let's jump to the previous chat because this is much more interesting. Okay. Well, not much more, but I mean, it's got some action here. Let's see what we got. Oh, gag me with the spoon. All right, David, will do. I got to visit with David last Friday. Had a little get together we had because Ellie in Space was in town and we had to say hello. 11 thumbs up. Should I click to see what the number is? What is the number on this show? Thumbs up are free. Oh, I am struggling. I'm struggling. B. Elon Musk says Brian's the best. Fact check true. That's what she said. Come on. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta let them slide. I got some good ones in there. Let's see. Bro right sized. It's actually nice. Or as I like to call it, BRIAN. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Yes. Let's see. Had my front open at Home Depot. Someone was like, "Hey man, you need jumper cables?" For what? No, bro, someone stole my engine. Mm-hmm. All right. I don't know. Elon is aware of this. Someone asked him directly about it. Something is wrong since I sent Sawyer a DM day before. I don't know what the message is here. I'm sorry. It's a thought that counts. Happy Thanksgiving. Grateful for all of you. Yeah, me too. Oh, lots of ways to fail, not too many ways to win. Yeah, that's true. I mean, this is chess, right? There's room for more than one winner in this game, but there are infinite ways to fail. There's a number of ways to succeed, but infinite ways to fail. Hit like. Yes. Liked. Thanks for the for the member berry. You remember member berries? I remember. The only person that can comment on sharing the road with FSD would mean they have FSD or know someone that owns an FSD vehicle. Even if you've had an experience with it in the past, I would argue that your experience may be out of date. I know people who say they tried autopilot once 4 years ago. Therefore, today's FSD v14.2 is no good. My friend, that's not how it works. Well, I won't use computers because I used one in the 90s and I kept getting the blue screen of death. Times have changed a little bit. Maybe you should use a computer. Latest app update shows FSD use percentage stats. I'm at 97 because I've got 1.4 miles that I drove old fashioned. I don't remember the 1.4 miles, but I'm definitely paying attention to it now. I'll be at 99 in no time, I'm sure. More than 6 million drivers, many of their lives and family members are dependent on it. Well, yes, yeah, there are millions of drivers. It is a big job, but we have a job shortage, and there are many jobs that are better than driver, more fulfilling, more better suited to the human style and condition. So I would like to see those people move into more fulfilling roles. But at the same time, I'm not taking away a driving job by my car driving itself. I was never going to hire a driver. That's not something I'm in a position to do. So for me, all it does is make my life safer and the lives safer of all of those around me. So I'm excited about that. Let's see. Doing great on time. Let's jump back over to this show, just because you guys are probably asking questions. Good to see you. Pleasure's all mine. BYD is all over Southeast Asia and Latin America. Aggressive. They're really catching up in Mexico as well. Yeah, it's a niche brand for sure. How do you think it is for Tesla FSD to actually be approved how likely for January, February? I live in Sweden and really want it. I hope it'll create a domino effect. I only know what I've read on X. I should reach out to Case Rolandchamp again and get his latest. So thank you for the reminder. I'll put that down here so I don't forget, so that I can ask him, because he'll give me a better answer. What are the odds? I don't know. How likely? I don't know. I'm hopeful, but all right. Okay, so there are more comments. And I realized, what is Thanksgiving all about? It's like you have two Christmases. Yes, this is the no present Christmas. This is just family, which just makes it kind of better than Christmas. And then there's the regular Christmas, brought to you by Hallmark and Toys R Us. Not anymore, but I don't know who the big winners are for retail. It's got to be Walmart, right? New York City cab drivers used to pay upwards of $200,000 for the license to operate a yellow cab, why wouldn't people pay that for a Cybercab? Could be 1,000% gross margin. If the supply of Cybercabs is limited, like artificial, like smaller than it should be, then I think, can I make this bigger? I think I can. Nah, that's probably the right size. Then I think that we may see that. But I think they'll roll out. I think they can produce them quick enough that it wouldn't be difficult to make it work. In terms of adding our cars onto the network, I feel like we would need to have that retrofit for the communications hub so that it is incapable of falling into a cellular dead zone. Should Tesla offer a full unsupervised earlier by offering it to those under Tesla insurance? Because seems other reason Tesla is delaying is because of lawsuits. I don't know about the insurance side. I don't know about the liability side. And Tesla insurance is not available in enough places. It's really frustrating. Happy Thanksgiving to you all early. I assume DRK took a break at the same time as Brian. Mods go away from keyboard too. Yeah, it's crazy because it literally broke Herbert's chat. If I hop over there, I can't scroll up. It's just spam. It's one page of spam and that's it. Unfortunate. 20 thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, everybody. Fact check. Do y'all think FSD unsupervised will be available by the end of this year? I almost think Elon's saving it for Christmas. My answer is no. I don't. I think it's not a technical hurdle. I mean, I do think it's a technical hurdle, but I think it's also a legal and logistical hurdle, which is much, much worse, much more difficult and complicated to overcome. Let's see. Nice promotion. Brian really is the best. Thank you. Appreciate that. Be surprised to see unsupervised before 27, but I like surprises. 20 end of 26 is too far out. I can't make a prediction, but I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I can't say that. Let's see. OMG, Windows 3.1.1. I mean, I did make a joke about that the other day, but I don't know if that's what you're referring to. Oh, right. We're talking about computers and blue screens. Gotcha. Yeah, see, I'm getting there. Did you catch the Boring Company event on X? No, X needs to be able to let people know an event is upcoming because I never catch events on X. They just happen. And then an hour after it ends or a day after it ends, I find out it happened and it's ridiculous. And X is failing hard on that. They also need to put it out in something better than 720p because it isn't 1998. Let's see. Amazon may be cleaning up for Christmas. That's true. Recently got so fed up with Windows bloatware that I moved over to Linux. People do that. Or did anyone in the chat catch it? Do you know? So, yeah, I saw that we're going to be all the way to the airport by next month or a month or two from now. Yes, thanks to surface streets. It's kind of beyond the spirit of the Boring Company, but okay. Do you know when nearby FSD vehicles will be able to communicate with one another whilst driving? We have not heard of anything being worked on in this regard, so I don't think it's happening yet. I think the objective is to not rely on that because we just want the cars to be able to function no matter who the other car is. So Cybercab might still need licenses in some cities. So yeah, it may be approved in Massachusetts, but not in Boston. I don't know. I want Tesla insurance, not available in Alabama. It's not available in Washington either. Spam bots are evil. Yeah. And are they effective? Does anything what is their conversion rate? I hope it's very low. Your cold symptoms are systemic to your childhood, maybe? Tell us what comes to mind when you hear the word turducken. My family was not adventurous with food or spice. It was terrible. Grew up thinking we were genetically skinny. No, we were genetically bad cooks. Then I learned to cook. That was a problem. Happy Thanksgiving. Can hardly wait for next week's show Next week's show. What am I doing next week, Scott? I mean, I'll be here. Oh, let's see. FSD unsupervised will probably roll out same way as Robotaxi. They'll have to map the locations like they do for Robotaxi. I canceled my X account prior to the election. Political hate became too great. Is monopolizing chat considered spamming? Not to me. Um, so I've had some weird patterns emerge on X, especially if you log in at like 2 or 3 in the morning. It'll show you things that are definitely not your usual thing. I think they're going for the overnight crazies, and I end up blocking just so many accounts. And I block tons and tons of accounts on X. It's nothing personal. But if your whole thing is fashion, if you're a fashion account, I'm going to block you. I got no time. If your whole thing is extreme politics, I don't care. Talk policy, I'm fine with that. But not just straight politics, and certainly not identity politics. Ugh, gross. Keep it to yourself. I don't care. So, but most of the accounts I block are ones that, for whatever reason, just keep showing up that I have no interest in. And it's like, this is, ugh. And so I work hard to curate my experience. So what I get is technology, science, news, information. So, and then of course I'll block someone who is just crazy, like outright rude for no reason, a troll. Some people get off on being that monster. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't got time for it. All right. Let's see. Gonna have to kind of speed up because I've only got 13 minutes left, but I can do it. I want to learn options too. Yeah, so it looks fun. Nick is doing his options course. It is expensive. It is expensive. It is, I think, $1,000 is what he charges, but it is a very small, intimate group. And I don't know. I don't have the stomach for options. If he gave me the course for free, I might take it just to learn, but I don't think it's for me. I've never been able to outguess the market. Any news on the 1,500 limit? Elon was confident regulators would keep pace with ramping at the capacity. The limit it's 2,500, but it's a very soft limit. You apply for a waiver, you get a waiver. It's the swipe of a pen. It's not an act of Congress. It's not even a department head. It's a department underling who gets a piece of paper requesting it. His job is, or her job is to sign it. Get my master's in graduation with dream of working for Tesla or SpaceX. Since when Broadcom sued SpaceX for Iranian engineers, I thought Elon was an alien like me, paying attention to people's hard working. Can't help you. Don't know. I know it's very, very hard. I know it's like, what, 1 in 1,000 applicants actually get hired. And I've seen people who've applied 10, 20 times before getting hired or before deciding they're done applying. Toledo and Metro Toledo absolutely ready for Robotaxi. Yeah. By the time the numbers fall, it's too late. So nervous about this ramp faster than we expect all at once after slow, cautious prep. I'm not worried because it's not coming to my area. It doesn't affect me directly. I'm happy with them being cautious. I just want it done right. I'm sure I know more than Elon. Yeah, we all do. We all do, my friend. We all do. Let's see. The entire EU is 2035 for electrification, according to AI. They're trying to push it back. I saw someone saying, wow, have you seen how good VW's electrification numbers are? Yeah, because they plan to continue selling into beyond 2035. If you plan to do business in Europe beyond 2035, you better have electric cars or you're not going to do business. The week, let's see here. They didn't talk about Tesla FSD. They talked about Jeep FSD. Jeep FSD. Not familiar with it. The fact that they could import a Japanese car, slap a name badge on it, and make a profit really shows how big a deal brand loyalty is. The Honda Prologue. Yeah. Yeah. I assume that's what you mean. Oh, or unless you mean going the other direction. Brand loyalty is a big deal. Somehow Buick is still alive in China. They make cars that you don't get here. They make cars that are designed in China, built in China, using Chinese technology, and they slap a Buick badge on it. People buy it. Is it the best car out there? Unlikely, deeply unlikely. People buy it. I've seen them. US Legacy does not have the engineers to figure out FSD. They all work for Tesla. I'm sticking with my guns on this. You can't buy Tesla, you can't get into Tesla's code and steal it. And if you did, I mean, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't claim to be an industry leader on this technology, so I can't say for sure what is what, but if it was that easy, it would have already been done. Are OEMs banking on crappy AV that have their logos? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'm full hopium to see 14.2.5, 14.3, the last jigsaw puzzle piece. I caution on the last jigsaw puzzle piece. We've been hearing that. I want to say it was version 11 was going to be the done one, the unsupervised one, and then 12, and then I mean it just, I don't know. Second mover advantage, third, fourth, it gets easier. It's true. Yeah, it's true. Becoming General Motors after Ford perfected the assembly line was much easier. Nick's background is so blown out. It's like he's speaking to us from heaven. Oh, I feel the same way. Oh, yeah, it was pretty bright. It was pretty bright. Let's see. Yeah, Elon's just stating his requirements. It's just the requirements. It's just the minimum. You want to get in, that's how you do it. We'd be happy to work with you, but we need you to be serious. We need to see that you're actually going to do volume, do numbers. All right. Do that, make it reload. Okay. Okay. Probably just going to burn through the rest of these. So if you have questions, get them in now. Thank you guys for hanging out. Happy Thanksgiving. If you're in the Northwest and want to come to my Friendsgiving at 1 p.m. on Friday, find a way to get in touch with me or message me right here, right now. Will Brian's contract for next week contain a sanity clause? Deeply unlikely. Deeply. If you're on any social media, there are friends, followers, and cuckoos. That's true, Kevin. That is undeniable. I had 100 Elons following me. Yeah. Supposedly more efficient in space, per Jensen. Most of the energy in data centers is used for cooling. There's only one kind of cooling in space. That's radiative, and radiative is very inefficient. It would be a different problem. It wouldn't be a solution. It would be a different problem. General public is just not aware of the incredible tech. Chat GPT, when we go from that to the Grok moment. When I was on X, I had to use the following tab. I could not use the For You tab. Yeah. For You can sometimes, I don't remember. I think it was maybe James Dalma posted a picture of his meal in Japan. And I like James. I clicked like. And then I got maybe 30 in a row Japanese accounts that only post food. And I was like, what on earth are you doing? So it's very easy to bungle the algo. Very frustrating. I'm only on X because I co-host another show, and then it's not a blue badge anymore. I wasn't going to pay the money. I don't think you get much for it. Although there are some accounts that will just say only blue checks can respond to me because they get a frustrating amount of negativity and hate. Would only buy options if things were mispriced. Yeah, a no-brainer. Yeah, I just don't know how to spot it. And I think I would have to dedicate an amount of time that is unavailable and accept a level of stress I'm unwilling to do. I don't have money to lose. I think Elon can see the future and plans for it with his businesses. Better than others I've seen, that's for sure. We need a new facility in space. Moon Alpha Base and comms to Mars come to mind. Yeah. I mean, space race is exciting. Yeah, but there's people here on Earth who need jobs. Guys, those space jobs are actually Earth jobs. Did you know that? The spaceship was actually built here. The fueling was all done here. The mining and refining was done here. Space jobs are Earth jobs. You can tell your friends that. I'm not complaining to you guys. You guys get it. But uh, people who start with a conclusion and work backwards to find their premise often make mistakes like that. A Gork moment. Gork always needs to outshine Grok. Yeah. Mao Zedong drives a Buick. That should be Buick's new slogan. I want to see that on billboards. Hmm. Uncle Mao wants a Buick Grand National. Let's see. Had to argue with Grok to get my glove box open. Oh, because you meant to do a short press and say open glove box, and you did a long press, and you're like, open glove box. And Grok's like, interesting. Would you like to speak philosophically about that, or should I just insult your mother? Got to make sure which mode you're in. If Tesla partners with SpaceX sooner than later, it means we get moon-based lithium refinery before AI-7. Misconception about space mining. It's not to bring minerals back to Earth typically, because that would be dangerous. You would be bombing the Earth. It's to have in situ supply lines. So you could have all the materials you need to build things on the moon already there, or build things on the moon that you then take to Mars. Still valuable. Data center in space? Nonsense. You don't center it. It's distributed over satellites. Yeah. A bunch of ways you could do it. You could also distribute it to cars. That would also work. Next month, Brian will have a Santa Claus in his contract. Yep, that's right. More accessible in space. Kelvins. There is laser cooling, superconductive cooling, but that needs a lot of shielding. Right. There's different challenges. Guys, I own a chip fab that makes chips for solar-based compute now. That was the most amazing shareholders meeting ever. All right. Well, we aspire to. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Happy Thanksgiving, happy Turkey Day, happy whatever it is you call it. Everybody else, like, subscribe, do the usual things. Please do subscribe. The algo has been crushing me, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not getting big help, big love from Tesla or any of the other four-wheel car manufacturers. Rivian has an autonomy event coming up. I requested an invitation to it. They have not replied. So that's tells me everything I need to know. If they're afraid of the critical questions that I would definitely be able to raise, I have zero confidence in their autonomy play. But we'll see what it is. Doing my best. All right, stay tuned, stay juicy as a turkey, and I cannot wait to hear from you clever robots on the flippity flop.